pretties, and welcome back to my kitchen. I am so happy your path has brought you here. This is where the magic of cooking and baking meets the power of the metaphysical. Now, today we'll be making for my eldest granddaughter's 7th birthday, strawberry cupcakes. Her favorite color is pink, so we're gonna pink it up. Let's heat up that oven to 350 degrees. And for this recipe, you're going to need 1 cup of finely chopped strawberries, 3 cups or 360 grams of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm using a kosher salt, but if you're using a finer salt, you're going to want to cut that in half. And also, if you're using a salted butter, you're going to want to cut that in half again. 1 cup of butter, room temperature, of course. 1.5 cups of sugar, 3 room temperature eggs, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, 1/2 cup of sour cream, 1/2 cup of milk, and some pink food coloring for my Zoe. First thing we're gonna wanna do is chop up our strawberries. Now let's get started.
And just like that, we're done.
Let's put these back in the bowl and set them aside because we'll be using them later. Try to get them all in the bowl, unlike myself. You know, when I was a kid, we only had strawberries in the month of February and early March because that's when you could not get vegetables and fruits all year round. So it was always a treat in Florida when February came around and the strawberry festival came and there was strawberries. So good. Okay, let's get our butter all whipped up into the handy dandy KitchenAid cauldron. Let us put on our powder attachment. Set it down, lock it into place, and let's whip it up. All right, let's get the bowl all scraped down. All right, and let's, you know what we did not do? We did not bless and charge the butter. Oh my goodness, what were we thinking? All right, let's get this butter blessed. All right, so since this will be Zoe's 7th birthday, let's charge it with something special for her and all those who eat these cupcakes. I bless and charge this butter so it may bring in a year of growth and growing and happiness and laughter for all those who eat these cupcakes. May it bring joy to their heart. I call upon the guardians of the north, the south, the east, and the west. I also ask for assistance of my guardians, guides, and ancestors, and the blessing of the Lord and Lady. So mote it be. All right, while we're here, let's bless and charge this sugar. And bless and charge this sugar so that the 7th year is a lucky year. There is so much growth and peace and learning and loving, and she feels unafraid to be who she is. I call upon the guardians of the north, the south, the east, and the west. I also ask for assistance of my guardians, guides, and ancestors, and the blessing of the Lord and Lady. So mote it be. All right, let's add the sugar to our butter and get that all incorporated. All right, time to stop and scrape down the bowl. It always smells so sweet once you start incorporating that sugar with the butter. All right, we got that done. off. Okay, let's mix it some more. Here we go. All right, the vanilla is all mixed in. Now let's crack these eggs into a separate bowl, and you know, save them because spouts and such. These can be used in powders and oils. They can be made into a chalk for protection around your home. All kinds of stuff. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money to make a potion or build your witch's cabinet. All you need is some simple ingredients to get you started. And no eggshells in the cake batter. All right, now let's bless and charge these eggs. Since eggs are about fertility, let's plant the seed of knowledge, because with knowledge we gain growth and experience, and of course knowledge is power. So I bless and charge these eggs to bring knowledge and wisdom and security to all those who eat these cupcakes. May it help in their studies. May it help clear their mind of all distractions so that they may learn and grow in the direction that they need to. I call upon the guardians of the north, the south, the east, and the west. I also ask for assistance from my guardians, guides, and ancestors, and the blessing of the Lord and Lady. So mote it be. You know, something weird happens when I bless eggs. Like, I always feel the power in my hands when I'm blessing anything, but it's very strange. It is very, like, the power increases when I am blessing the eggs. So just thought I'd share that with you. Let's get these mixed in with butter and sugar and vanilla. Here we go. And bless and charge this flour so it may work to bring peace and harmony and knowledge and love and hope and ambition, so she may become, and all those may become, who they are meant to be. I call upon the guardians of the north, the south, the east, and the west. I also ask for assistance of my guardians, guides, and ancestors, and the blessing of the Lord and Lady. So mote it be. Bless and charge this baking powder so it may work to raise her up in all that she does and all that she wants to do. May her dreams start taking form so that she can lay down the foundation and build her path. I call upon the guardians of the north, the south, the east, and the west. I also ask for assistance of my guardians, guides, and ancestors, and the blessing of the Lord and Lady. So mote it be. Please bless and charge the sugar to protect her in all that she does, so that her life will be filled with joy and happiness. I call upon the guardians of the north, the south, the east, and the west. So as for assistance of my guardians, guides, and ancestors, and the blessing of the Lord and Lady. So mote it be. Please bless and charge this baking soda so it may work to bring knowledge and protection to all those who eat these cupcakes. I call upon the guardians of the north, the south, the east, and the west. I also ask for assistance of my guardians, guides, and ancestors, and the blessing of the Lord and Lady. So mote it be. Okay, we have all of our dried ingredients blessed. And now it's time to mix them all together. Now I like to mix them all together so that there's not, like, it's incorporated well. So there's not like a big chunk of salt over here and somebody gets a salty bite, or a big piece of baking powder over there and then you get that bite. So no, just kind of give it a little whisk, whisk, whisk together. All right, let's set that aside for a moment. You can set these back there. All right, now it's time to get started on blessing our wet ingredients and our strawberries. My blessing charge this milk, so we may work with other ingredients in this cupcake to bring knowledge and happiness and growth and love to all those who need it. May our hearts be lighter. I call upon the guardians of the north, the south, the east, and the west. My ancestors, sisters, and guardians, ancestors, and the blessing of the Lord, similar to me. I bless and charge this sour cream, so it will bring love and light and a creamy ease to all those who eat it. I call upon the guardians of the north, the south, the east, and the west. My ancestors, sisters, and guardians, ancestors, and the blessing of the Lord, similar to me. I call upon the master and my please bless and charge the strawberries so that they may work to bring happiness and love and knowledge and growth to all those who eat them. I call upon the guardians of the north, the south, the east, and the west. My ancestors, sisters, and guardians, ancestors, and the blessing of the Lord, similar to me. Okay. Now that our remaining wet ingredients are blessed, let's go ahead and mix the sour cream and the milk together. Let's just scrape it all in there. All right, let's set that aside. And let's grab a little whisk. Just a teeny tiny one. And give it a little mix together. Now, when we add this to our butter and sugar mixture, we're going to add the flour mixture in 3 different sections, and then the milk in twice. So we're going to go dry ingredients, wet ingredients, dry ingredients, wet ingredients, dry ingredients. And that will help us not activate the gluten in the flour, and get it all incorporated. So on your lowest setting, first, let's scrape down the bowl. Always scrape, scrape, scrape. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Scrape, scrape, scrape. Scrape your cauldron, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead while we have it up and add 1/3 of our dry ingredients. So 1/3, lock it in, and give it a stir. On the lowest setting. All right, now let's add in half of our milk and sour cream mixture. Let that mix up a little bit. Shut it off. And let's add, because I'm messy, so I had to shut it off. Let's add another 1/3 of our dry ingredients. Lock it back in place. Stir with the handy dandy KitchenAid cauldron working. Stir it in. Let's put in our remaining liquid. Let that stir up just a bit. It, and let's add the remainder of our dry ingredients. Set that aside. Turn this on. Turn it on to stir. Let the handy dandy KitchenAid cauldron do some work. And while it's doing some work, we are going to drop in. Well, first we're going to open it. Let's shut that off so we don't end up over mixing. You don't want to over mix these and have a bread consistency cupcake. So let's just add a few drops of this pink, because pink is Zoe's favorite color. And give it a quick stir. It's starting to mix up. Alright, and then while that is mixing, let's add our fresh strawberries in there. One thing I love about these cupcakes is every bite has that fresh strawberry in it, and it is just so good. It's better than any artificial flavoring will ever be. All right. Now, we have this beautiful pink color. Let's get this off. It is my understanding that Zoe will be having a farm theme birthday party this year. Oh, she has grown so much. She is a true blessing. All right, let's scrape down the bowl and get the rest of the ingredients that are stuck to the side of the bowl and the bottom of the bowl in there. Oh. And can you see? That is a beautiful pink, isn't it? These cupcakes are going to be delicious. All right, now let's line our cupcake pan with some cake liners. All right, I am using an ice cream scoop to have this, to measure out my cake batter. And it also makes it easier because I'm messy. I try not to be, but I am. See, even with a cake, even with an ice cream scoop, I can be messy. All right. All right, our cupcake tin is full. Let's pop it in the oven on 350 for about 25 minutes. I'll see you when they're done. The cupcakes just came out of the oven. They look so good. We're gonna let them cool and then join me in the next video when we make the strawberry buttercream frosting. See you soon. Bye-bye.